Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss whether the rebranding of Facebook will truly help people to connect better. On 28 October 2021, CEO of the biggest social media company in the world, Mark Zuckerberg, said that Facebook's name is changed to Meta and its symbol is changed to an infinity symbol, as you can see right here. As Mark is a fan of classics, he explained the word meta comes from a Greek word meaning beyond. Mark said Facebook does not encompass anything that company does anymore. And that is one of the reasons why Facebook CEO thought about rebranding. Rebranding is done to focus Meta on bringing the metaverse to life. What is metaverse? We will see that in the next slide. Meta is an umbrella company of these apps and companies, which includes Facebook app, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, a company of VR products, Workplace, which is a software tool for video conferencing, news sharing, online group work, instant messaging, Portal, Novi is a software for spending and receiving digital payment. Metaverse is Mark Zuckerberg's dream of creating a whole new world of endless interconnected virtual community where people can share space by being in virtual reality, where one can design their own house and customize their avatars as per their wish. Metaverse will also offer workspace where one can work from home and still experience office environment. If you are history student, you can go back in time anywhere you wish and see the activities of people living in Asian cities for better social, geographical, and economic understanding. If you are interested in space, you can move planets by a simple gesture of your finger. You can also work out with a virtual fitness trainer and play games with people living on the other side of the world. And if your parents do not allow to have a pet, you can have your own virtual pet. And what else one can ask for? Meta is also building augmented reality glasses under the code name of Project Nazare. Mark said that these glasses will be 5 mm thick and more research will be done to make them thinner. These glasses will be as smart as a supercomputer to give people an experience as if they are a character in a Marvel movie. These AR glasses sure remind me of the glasses which Iron Man gifted to Spider Man. Edit glasses. Even death, I am the hero. Facebook has already collaborated with Ray-Ban, which captures photos, and many fascinating things we will be able to see when AR meta glasses will be released. Also, with the help of smartphones and computers and other devices, this dream of metaverse will turn into a reality. Another reason why Mark Zuckerberg is rebranding Facebook is because it is an attempt to move attention away from Facebook privacy issues. Since 2006, when Facebook was just 2 years old, it has faced a number of privacy concerns, including company's revenue model that involves selling information about its user and loss of privacy. Moreover, employees and other organizations have been known to use Facebook data for their own purpose. While Mark keeps a note of his previous mistakes, he shares company's responsible innovation principle. It includes never surprise people, provide control that matters, consider everyone, put people first. And of all this principle, I have my own argument. When they say never surprise people, metaverse itself is a surprise. Provide control that matters. The only control they are talking about is parental control. They're not talking about privacy. Yes, they are prioritizing privacy, but they're not talking how they are doing that. Consider everyone. Meta or Mark Zuckerberg himself has to define what everyone means because not everyone is going to afford metaverse. It more feels like more people means more money to them. Put people first. When we are talking about putting people first, they must also consider the present times. After COVID-19, the citizens of the world want restoration of physical and mental health, social and economic life, and of environment. We look up to the most powerful people on the planet to be our real hero, our savior, but they are busy creating an escape land, something which is intangible. When we are talking about putting people first, we must consider health first, when reality is more important than any virtual reality. While memes are flooding on the internet about Metaverse, here we are not mocking the CEO of Meta. We are trying to critically think about his ideas and visions he shared on Facebook Connect 2021. Let's not be a hypocrite. We are having this conversation on internet. We are using technology, internet, social media every day. And let's be real, without it, our lives are dull. And we all know the future is the internet. But as its users, we must question everything, think critically, and edit the blueprint of the future as many times as we wish until it feels better and sustainable. This is a still from Facebook Connect 2021, where a studio team member, Deb, tells Mark about different virtual reality games. She ends up saying, "That's it, Mark, I'm moving to Metaverse." And Mark says, "All right, thanks." And well, it sounds funny, but this is what in if we summarize the whole video, it feels the conversation to be summarized in this image because Mark wants everyone to just move to Metaverse. He's, of course, investing a lot of money um, to create this and also time. And with money and time, he will inspire and create an hype among people. And people will get and spend their money, time, and everything into this virtual reality thing. And in future, when his dream will be accomplished because he has resources and power to do so, after years the world will be having a metaverse system and he will be the king of this universe and he will have lots of money. So this is just a very funny thing, but we maybe it sounds funny right now, maybe it might turn into a reality. So we must be very careful. Another interesting conversation that happened in Facebook Connect 2021 when Buzz shows a virtual reality pet to Mark, and Mark suddenly says that he always wanted a forest in his living room, and he looks at him and says that you really wanted a forest in your living room, and then he smiles at him and says not really, and he thinks well, expression says it all. He thinks that yeah, you got me in first half, and then of course all you want is to create virtual stuff. Well, I really like the idea of having a forest in my living room. I mean, why we do not design our house which is sustainable, which is environmental friendly? But that might sound very utopian in Mark Zuckerberg's vision, because all they want is to have a VR headset and then they will create a virtual reality forest, which is not giving us oxygen. Well, let's not be that negative. Let's listen to Mark as well. Because Mark says metaverse is for the people who are open to new technology, who are open to creativity, who are open to build future. So yes, we are open. We will listen to Mark. He says people can work remotely. Of course, after COVID-19, we are all working at our home, and of course, this will truly help. uh, People will save time by not being stuck in traffic, which is very true. But on the other hand, I think people will connect. People have and always been have connected in physical reality. Of course, that's well, one cannot go wrong with this statement. Mark says we will save environment by using less transportation. Of course, that's true. But on the other hand, I think VR glasses, high speed internet connection, and other devices for billions of people will emit carbon. So, this is more like an equal thing. Okay. Mark says a metaverse will result in social and economic boom. Well, of course, we will be able to connect to people all around the world, of course. And if people are selling and buying things digitally, which is virtual stuff, virtual art, then of course that will create a sense of um, economical growth. But on the other hand, I feel that meeting friends in real life and tangible money is more assuring, it is more satisfactory. Mark says Metaverse is for people, for future and technology. That's true. But on the other hand, I feel like Metaverse is for the gamers. It is more like money making illusion, and it is for social and environmental disaster. Because if Metaverse become a reality, as just like social media, we are going to be addicted to Metaverse. It will not only result in social distancing, or social distancing in a manner where we do not have our real friends, just like how we are using social media, and we will be sitting at our home whole day on our couch, um, looking at an illusion which might just get destroyed any second. So we need to be very much careful of what is real and what is not real. While it might sound creative effort by Mark Zuckerberg, but do we really want our future to be an illusion? I think the time has come to be more critical about these tech giants and what they have to offer, because they have the money and the resources to achieve their dreams, while we will be hypnotized by the hype of it, and we will give our more personal information to them. So all I want to say is choose real and choose green, choose what is good, and we too must think beyond, just like Meta, because real eyes, real, you know. So you can also share your opinion in the comment section and what you think about Meta and Metaverse in whole. And all I want to say is thank you. You can subscribe and like it. Thank you.